Don't even blink, because this next video could seriously flip your understanding of the cosmos, maybe even open your eyes to a brand new world. Ever wonder about the really big questions? Like, where did everything come from? How did humans even show up? Will time travel ever be a thing? Or are there actually aliens out there? These head scratchers have always bugged us, and we can never quite nail down the answers. But one guy who spent his life wrestling with these very ideas, giving us his best shot at an answer, was Stephen Hawking. When you hear Hawking, you probably think of his incredible struggle with severe motor neuron disease. But what a lot of folks don't realize is how much groundbreaking research he did in so many different areas. Hawking was born in 1942. When he was just 21, in the prime of his life, he got hit with that devastating illness. It left him paralyzed, unable to speak, with only his eyes and 3 fingers he could move. But even facing all that, Hawking, powered by willpower most of us can't even imagine, made massive breakthroughs in astrophysics, especially his work on black holes. And before he passed away, he took on 5 of the biggest questions about the universe and gave us his take on them. Today, we're going to dive into what he had to say. So the first question, is there life out there in the universe? As a theoretical physicist, Hawking was totally into this one. He believed figuring out if alien life exists starts with understanding what life itself is. Based on what we know now, life is carbon-based. Some argue other forms might exist out there, but looking at how vast the universe is, carbon is likely the best bet for life to form. Why? Because carbon's common and super stable across the cosmos. Think about Earth. The first life popped up about 1 billion years after the planet formed. Then, going from single-cell stuff to multi-cell organisms took another 2.5 billion years. Fish took another billion. But after that, things sped up big time. From the earliest mammals to humans, only took about a year in terms of cosmic scale. The Earth's got a lifespan of maybe 10 billion years. That means for about 9 billion years of its existence, Earth has had chances for early life to get started. And if we zoom out into space, planets that are similar to Earth could also develop life. But here's the kicker. How many of those can evolve into something as complex and intelligent as humans? If that asteroid hadn't smashed into Earth 66 million years ago, maybe dinosaurs would still be ruling the planet today, since they are the best fit for the Earth's environmental organisms. If another asteroid like that hit Earth 66 million years after the dinosaurs, humans might never have appeared. Scientists figure Earth gets hit by a big asteroid every 30 to 60 million years. Luckily, it just didn't happen during this time. That's why we are now. Impact events are pretty common in the universe. So, civilizations might be developing and then get wiped out before they get really advanced. Because of this, we might find lots of basic life forms out there, but finding intelligent civilizations? Maybe not that likely. The second question, is time travel possible? In Einstein's general relativity, Einstein revealed that the existence of matter, space, and time can warp. If you wanted to time travel, you theoretically need to build something that moves faster than light. But as speed goes up, so does the energy needed. If you want to reach the speed of light and exceed it, then infinite energy is required, even if it costs everything in the universe. Okay, so maybe you can't go faster than light, but could we fold space-time, creating a wormhole, an Einstein-Rosen bridge, to travel through time? Hawking thought this was probably a long shot. He worried about paradoxes if you went back in time, like the classic killing your grandmother problem. If you did that, would you still exist to go back in time in the first place? A lot of people try to explain this humility in terms of the universe. But so far, humans are exposed to the cosmic microwave background radiation. There is no evidence of a multiverse. So Hawking believed actual time travel, especially backward, might not be possible. Even if it was, maybe you could only travel into the future, not back in time. And thirdly, what's actually inside a black hole? As you probably know, black holes are some of the weirdest things in the universe. Hawking spent a good chunk of his life studying them. He believed black holes don't just suck things in. He fires particles outward at a constant speed. This is called Hawking radiation, or black hole evaporation. A black hole never shuts itself off completely. It's not black and not exactly a hole. It can either increase mass by attacking substances, or it can shoot things out so that the mass is reduced. And the study of quantum mechanics also proved that space is teeming with pairs of virtual particles and antiparticles. When one of the whisker particles is absorbed by the black hole, the other will flee to infinity. These are the particles that the black hole is emitting. Fourth question: does God exist? When humans understand the universe and when the world is full of questions, sect teaching plays a major role in answering these questions. They believe that there is a supreme being in the universe, adding a personal touch. That's what we call God. He created the world and everything else. We are attentive to human development. But as a physicist, Stephen Hawking didn't buy this. He thought there wasn't a God like that pulling the strings. He believed all the natural stuff happening in the universe can be explained by the laws of physics. For example, ancient astrologers saw solar eclipses as omens, signs that God wanted to punish humanity. However, with the later development of science, we discovered that a solar eclipse is simply a natural phenomenon that occurs when the sun, the moon, and the earth align in a straight line. And the phenomena in the universe, well, it can be explained by the laws of physics. If you have to talk about a God, you could also think of it as embodying the laws of nature. Fifth question: what did it take to create the universe? For this question, Hawking said that no matter how vast the universe is, it only takes 3 ingredients to create a universe. The first is matter. The land we can see, water source, gas, and everything else is matter in the universe. The second ingredient is energy. The light and heat we feel, it's actually a type of energy. When you look up at the stars you see are distant stars. They're full of energy. With these 2 ingredients, one of the most crucial ingredients is still missing, and that is space. Everyone mentions the universe, will undoubtedly think of its broad appearance, without realizing that the universe is small. The diameter of the observable universe alone is 93 billion light years, and such a large space can be called a universe. With these 3 ingredients, the universe was formed, and in Einstein's equations of intelligence, the relationship between matter and energy can be clearly stated. To put it simply, matter is energy. They are essentially the same thing. So there are only 2 ingredients needed to create the universe, transit considered. The universe was created 1380 billion years ago by a hot Big Bang. At the same time, there is the concept of time. The hot Big Bang not only produced lots of positive energy, but also generates the same amount of negative energy. Let's say you build a hill on the beach. If the hill is the universe, then the hole you dug to make a mountain, a version of the universe, they add up to always balance. This is the fundamental principle behind the universe. In fact, the answers and predictions that Hawking left to the world, a lot more. He takes a modern perspective, tell us how to think and face the future. His answer on the universe, it satisfied our curiosity to a great extent. As a 21-year-old, the paralyzed physicist, Hawking's tenacious willpower has taught us to face the heart of a child. Don't lose confidence in difficult situations. Optimism and love for humanity. These are the best gifts he left us.